Hey guys, so once again, I'm filming at midnight. I'm gonna try to change that. My energy levels have just been really bad lately, and that's my fault, and I accept that, so yeah. Hold on, sorry. I have something. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I have like some sort of scratch or something, and it hurts. So, today was kind of a trip for me because I'm breaking out, and I know it's because of sleep, and because of my dieting choices lately. I really need to stop, man. Tiredness means I eat bad, and then that means I don't work out, and then I just not just get fat. Like that doesn't matter too much because it matters because I'm eating unhealthy though. But it's like, it makes me break out, it gets me in a mood, it gets me more tired, and stuff. But yeah, anyway, so this morning I woke up, I asked my sister to wake me up at 6 or, 6:30, because I wanted to leave the house by 7:20. Well, she woke me up, and I heard her and stuff, and I was about to get up, but I was so tired. I ended up waking up at 7:20 when I had to leave, so I, just put on jeans. I was gonna wear shorts, but then I was like, no, this is not gonna work today. Put on shorts, put on this shirt, my yellow striped shirt, which is really comfortable, and I love these Gap tank tops. I really need to go get more before they run out, or maybe while they're still on sale, like when they do their summer clearance stuff, because these are like the comfiest ones ever. And they, I know this is like kind of off the topic, but they really do make your rack look nice. Just putting that out there, because I've worn like the one, I've worn my blue one, and my boyfriend, around my boyfriend, he's like, I don't know what it is, but that top just, there's something about it. I'm like, it's just a tank top, dude. And then he's like, no, but he goes, just this looks good. I was like, okay. I guess the cut just flatters this general area. And you can't really tell but yeah, I don't know, just it's not cleavage wise. He's like, it doesn't show your boobs, but it covers them in a way that it gives you shape. It's like, thanks for being so observant. Okay, I love my boyfriend. He surprises me sometimes with his fashion and style tips. I'm like, how do you know this stuff? I'm like, why don't you apply it sometimes to yourself? I'm so mean. Sorry. Just, he's a very, in terms of clothing, he's very laid back with his everyday stuff. He's like, it's a t-shirt, and I can wear it to school, and I can wear jeans, or shorts, or, cargo shorts and stuff. I'm like, well, I always make fun of him because he's so light. He's not super white, he's not blonde white, but you've seen him, he's pretty light skinned, and especially guys aren't showing their legs off as much as girls, so it just cracks me up because I'm always like, man, I'm like, your legs are pretty white. Or when he finally takes his socks off or stuff, I'm like, wow, I'm like, you're really white. He's like, yes. He's like, we've addressed this before. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, anyways, moving on. I'm like, I just can't stop staring at your tan line. But yeah. When you've been with someone for a long time, you get really comfortable, and you don't, especially him and me, especially me, I'm more tactful, in, stuff that's sentimental, or that people might have a strong opinion about, but when it comes to, things that, are so petty, not petty, but, because obviously I'm not gonna say, fashion, it's, whatever, because I love fashion, but I'm saying, it's something that, you're not gonna die over, necessarily, it's not as important, or essential as other things like food, and what you think about tolerating people, or accepting people, and discrimination. That's obviously the stronger topics, but you guys know what I mean. When it comes to things that are just just kind of fun, I'm really opinionated, and I'll be like, I have no filter, honestly, when it comes to him and me. He usually has more, he'll like say stuff, but like if it's like something that he knows is gonna hurt my feelings, or not hurt them, but like I'll be like, what's that supposed to mean? He usually keeps it to himself, but I'm like, yeah, I don't like that shirt. Like today, I bumped into him after class, cause so anyways, I woke up at 7:20, and and there was like I took the street that I'm like, okay, it's not gonna be that crowded. Well, there was road construction. I was like, just FML. I'm like, today is just not my day. And I got to journalism, and then everything was, I got there like 12 minutes late, but he hadn't taken roll, so he was like totally fine. He's actually really laid back, even though he says he does count attendance. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna make a habit of this, I promise. And then during our break, I went to go get food, and apparently, because I just put my wallet in my backpack, and like I left my card in my bag. And I was like, really? So I couldn't like get coffee, which is what I really needed, because I was like falling asleep, and I was like, I'm gonna be so tired in my next class, because my next class, while it's really interesting, it's fun because you get to talk about film and like movies and watch movies. Like 2 hours of class, of the last 2 hours of class, well, let's see, it's from 11 to 1:45. So, like, 30 minutes of class is actually lecture for the most part. The other part is watching film, and then we talk about it the next week and stuff. But, yeah, so, maybe like an hour or so. An hour, 45 minutes is left to lecture, and the rest is, like, left to us watching a movie. But anyways, I was like, but since it gets so dark in there, it's darker than a movie theater, like an actual movie theater, so I'm like, oh my god, I, like, really? And so anyway, I was like, oh, I really need this, and then I was getting anxious, because I was like, I want to go get my card, plus I hadn't eaten anything, because I rushed out of the house, and I'm so hungry, I just want, like, cookies or a muffin or something. So finally, like, after my first class ended, I walked towards the parking garage, but then I saw a familiar person, which is my boyfriend. Like, I can totally tell, because you have, like, this strut, and then, like, you're just so noticeable. Like, I don't know, he's just, like, he sticks out. Like, he doesn't have any, like, specific, features. Like, he doesn't have, like, super blonde hair, or, like, wear, like, super bright clothes. Like, he was wearing a moss green shirt and jeans and his gray shoes and, like, his bag. But for whatever reason, I can pick him out of the crowd like that. It's really weird. Like, or him too, like, he can see someone, like, he can see me walking from behind, and he knows it's me. It's really weird. And it's like, it's not just because we know, like, what bags we have, like, but he has, like, a black bag, and I can just tell. And so I went to go say hi and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, I'm like, I don't know if I'm liking this shirt you're wearing today. He's like, I've worn it before, you haven't said anything. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I don't know, I just didn't notice it before, but now I'm really not feeling it. Like, yeah, and stuff. But then I finally went to go get my card, and I was, like, running towards class. And because it's quite a walk. I just parked there because it was, like, I didn't want to, like, go around and then park in the other one because of, like, traffic-wise. But the other one's actually the other parking lot that I usually park at the rest of the days. The other days I go to school, is a lot closer to my classroom. But I was just like, oh my god, and my calf muscle, like, not calf muscle, but, like, I guess the front of my calf was, like, hurting and stuff, and I was like, oh, I was like, really? But finally, I actually did make it, but I only was able to take, like, a swig of Starbucks bottled coffee and Knott's Berry Farm cookies, and then finally I went in, and I was like, this is gonna be torturous. So I was, like, writing down notes and stuff, and, like, the teacher I got there, like, just when everyone was, like, settling into their seats, and I have to email him, so I have to do that tomorrow. But yeah, I was just like, oh my god. And then we watched Citizen Kane, which it's a great film, like, don't get me wrong, but there's things that I miss and details that I miss because, like, I would, like, watch it and then I was just so sleep deprived. I was, like, falling asleep, but you know when you kind of, like, fall asleep, but you're still kind of awake, like, like, you just kind of fall asleep for a second, and then, like, whatever memory comes to the surface, like, mixes with whatever you're actually, like, what's actually in front of you, or, like, you know, and just becomes, I was like, why am I thinking about, like, dinosaurs all of a sudden? Like, it was just weird. I was like, okay, so I need to rewatch the movie before next week. Probably go to the few Blockbusters that are still around, or Hollywood Video or something, and see if they have it, or go buy a copy of it, because it is a classic, so it's just something you, like, if you're a film student or anything related, or if you like film, it's a good movie to reference too, because it does have a lot of different stylistic techniques that hadn't occurred, you know, that were new for its time, innovative stuff. Although I read, like, this thing where Orson Welles was saying, like, he actually did it on accident. He was, like, inexperienced, and he just was like, just kind of went with it. And you know, the reason it came out like this is just, it wasn't on purpose. It was actually, like, that's just what we were able to do with the cameras. So yeah, and I was like, oh my god. But I did survive, like, towards the end. I was like, okay, no, like I got the important parts, so that's good. And I came home and I was, like, trying to take a nap, but I was like, I need to eat and I don't want to leave too late and stuff. And then finally I got to Dempsey's, and okay, so I'm going down, like, the street, you know, I got off, which is, like, I have to go, like, over the Hollywood Hills, basically, and then get on the street and then turn. So, after I turned onto the street, like, so I can, like, go towards the empty school, like, you know, there's, like, traffic, because there's a light, like, a main street coming up, and, I look at my rearview mirror, and I see, like, this building, and it, like, there's smoke behind it, and I was like, I'm imagining this, right? I'm that sleep deprived that I'm imagining, like, it actually kind of looked like something from Citizen Kane, almost. I don't know, it kind of looked a little, like, there was, like, a scene in the beginning that kind of reminds me of that. But anyways, I'm like, is a building burning down, or am I just, like, over-exaggerating, and it's just, because sometimes, like, around where I live, there's some, like, factory-style places, or, like, you know, junkyards and stuff, where, like, they'll burn stuff. So it's, like, smoke, but it's not, like, an actual fire, like, it's not something is on fire, it's just, like, things that, like, you know, just machinery and train stuff and, like, that kind of stuff. And so it's not, like, real smoke, you know, where people need to be alarmed. So I'm just like, oh my god. I was like, okay, well, and it almost looked like fake too. I was like, this is kind of weird. And also Hollywood, like, someone could be making a freaking movie, I don't know. So finally I get to Dempsey School, and I walk into the office where you're supposed to sign in, and here the director of the school and this father, and they're talking about this fire, and I was like, okay, so I'm not imagining this. I'm like, what's going on? And everyone's, like, talking about it, like, you know, where could it be by? Turns out it's actually all the way by the Getty Center, by the 405, and I actually just read on Twitter that they should actually have it fully contained by morning, which is really quick, because this broke out, like, today, and it's a pretty big fire, and it was 108 today. It's been really hot and really windy. Like, even Dempsey notices wind and stuff, so yeah, that was scary. And then I forgot that she had swimming today, so my boss texted me, she's like, okay, forgot Dempsey's swimsuit, meet you at swimming at Lacey's. I was like, okay. I'm like, we have to go, like, now. And, you know, she was really good about it, and it was really cute, because she was, like, telling me, she had Belle and Beast from Beating the Beast, and she goes, yeah, the Beast goes roar, and I was like, oh no, Astrid's scared, you know, like, whatever, playing along with her, and she goes, no, don't be scared. I'm like, will you hold my hand if I'm scared? She goes, yeah, it's okay, I'll hold your hand. but you don't have to be scared. I was like, oh my god, you're like the cutest thing ever. And then yesterday I told her, I'm like, you know who the prettiest girl in the world is? And I was gonna like, say Dempsey, and then she goes, Astrid? I'm like, no, I was gonna say Dempsey. She goes, no, it's Mommy's the prettiest girl in the world. I was like, you are the cutest thing ever. And so yeah, so I met my boss at swimming. We both got there like, one after the other. I got there first, and then she got there like a minute later. She goes, traffic is so bad. I was like, I know. We just changed her quickly and like put her in the pool, and then my boss let me out early, like after her lesson and stuff, and paid me and whatnot. But yeah, so, and then I came home. I was like, oh thank God, I'm so tired. And on the way home, I was like, really? I'm like, today is like really just an FML, like, or an FMAL. An FAL. Fuck Astrid's life. So, kind of day. Because there was like even more traffic, and there was like people getting pulled over, and there was like, and then traffic lights were broken, and so I was like, how can people even tell? Because like it stayed on red the whole time, but apparently like, it's just broken. I was like, this is so weird. I'm like, so I didn't get home until like almost an hour later, and then I got home and I was just like, I'm just gonna watch TV because I'm just so tired. Like, I want to go to bed, but then I'm like, I know I'm not gonna fall asleep. Then my mom went to Costco with my sister, so I was watching like something that was on DVR, and then I started watching The New Normal, which is really cute. And what else did I watch? My mom wanted to watch some novella, and then I was like, okay, I'll watch it with you, whatever. And then I started watching America's Next Top Model, and I feel like I watched something else. I watched Dr. Phil, and then, and now you have me here. So I've been basically watching and eating food all day once I got home, and I know I should have, like, started filming, but I'm just so tired. So, anyways, I'm gonna go to bed now, or maybe I'll watch, like, the other episode of The New Normal. Not quite sure yet. Don't really want to turn the TV on because then I get distracted and I stay up later, so I think I'm just gonna read my Mockingjay. But anyways, the plan for tomorrow is this. The first thing I do when I wake up, I actually want to go to my school gym and work out. Because they do have classes on Saturday, and they are open on Saturday, and it's empty, so it's like nice, you don't feel like judged and stuff, even though it's kind of creepy. That's so lonely, but yeah, anyway, so I want to go there, and then when I get back, obviously take a shower and stuff, and then clean my room. It like desperately needs to be organized. Like, I don't know how I let it get this bad, but it's like, it feels like a hurricane went through it. It's worse than last time. Then do laundry and make a few phone calls to pay stuff, and make appointments and stuff, and then I hope to wake up no later than like 10, so that I'm basically like done cleaning my room like by like around 1, and then just start editing and reading for class and stuff, and doing my homework and that kind of stuff. And then although I don't have homework for journalism, which is nice because I always forget to turn it in, I was like, and this is becoming a really long vlog. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so that's the plan tomorrow. And then hopefully my best friend gets back to me, because I really want to go see For a Good Time Call or Bachelorette, and I think it's like the perfect movie for us. Either one of them. Just kind of crazy like that, but yeah. Anyways, don't forget to leave your comments down below, and also don't forget to like and subscribe. I did get a new subscriber today, so I'm really excited. It's like Christina something or other. So yeah, thank you. Anyways, again, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your comments below. Anyways, good night. See you guys tomorrow.